a history as rich as Croesus himself. This is BMW. Welcome, you petrol-sniffing fiends, to BMW's history. Another German car company? Think again. This isn't some dreary Volkswagen documentary. This, my friends, is BMW. From planes to kitchen utensils to sought-after cars. We'll explore BMW's past, present and future, from humble beginnings to automotive dominance. Engineering marvels like the kidney grille and iDrive. So buckle up and get ready to learn. BMW is a symbol of ambition, innovation and a touch of madness. Let's begin. From humble beginnings, the Dixi 3/15 PS. Every car company starts somewhere. Ferrari had tractors, Lamborghini had more tractors, and BMW had the Dixi 3/15 PS. Picture this. The year is 1928. BMW built a car under license from the Austin Motor Company. The Dixi had a 747cc engine with 15 horsepower. It was a humble start, but BMW would eventually conquer the automotive world. A grille born for speed, the iconic kidney grille. Now let's fast forward a few years to 1933. The world is a different place. Hitler's just come to power. Awkward. And BMW decides it's time to make a statement. Enter the BMW 303, a car that would change the face of BMW forever. And no, I'm not talking about its revolutionary use of hubcaps or its groundbreaking implementation of a steering wheel. I'm talking, of course, about the kidney grille. Those two distinctive nostrils, flanking the BMW logo like a pair of chrome-plated nostrils, have become as synonymous with the brand as well as German engineering and questionable wartime allegiances. But back then, it was a stroke of genius. The kidney grille wasn't just aesthetically pleasing, it also improved engine cooling, allowing BMW to squeeze even more power out of their engines. And so it began. The kidney grille, a symbol of power, performance, and, let's be honest, a bit of German arrogance had arrived. When BMW built more than just cars? The 1940s, a time for swing dancing, victory gardens, and oh yes, a rather nasty war. Now, I'm not here to bore you with the details of World War II. You all paid attention in history class, right? The point is, the war had a profound impact on everyone, including our friends at BMW. You see, with the war effort in full swing, car production took a bit of a back seat. Literally. Instead of churning out luxury saloons, BMW was tasked with building aircraft engines, motorcycles, and even household items like kitchen supplies. Yes, you heard that right. The same company that makes the M3 also made your grandma's pots and pans. It wasn't exactly glamorous work, but it kept the lights on and the factories humming, and in a strange twist of fate, it actually helped BMW develop new technologies and manufacturing techniques that they would later use in their cars. Chapter 4. From propellers to pedals, BMW's aircraft engine legacy. Now, before they were slapping kidney grills on everything but the kitchen sink, BMW was in the business of making engines. Airplane engines, to be precise. That's right, folks. BMW, the company that makes you think of winding mountain roads and screaming engines, actually started its life soaring through the clouds. Founded in 1916 as Bayerische Flugzeugwerke, or Bavarian Aircraft Works, BMW cut its teeth building engines for the German war effort during World War I. And let me tell you, these weren't your average run-of-the-mill airplane engines. These were feats of engineering pushing the boundaries of what was possible at the time. It's no coincidence that the BMW logo with its blue and white quadrants resembles a spinning propeller. It's a nod to their past, a reminder of where they came from, and a testament to their enduring passion for all things mechanical. Chapter 5. The Need for Speed. The birth of Mdivision. The year is 1972. Nixon's in the White House. Bell-bottoms are all the rage. Seriously, what were we thinking? And BMW decides it's time to inject a little excitement into the world. And so, from the depths of their Bavarian lair, the mad scientists at BMW unleashed the Mdivision. Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock for the past 50 years, the Mdivision is BMW's answer to Mercedes, AMG and Audi's Quattro. It's where they take perfectly good BMWs, rip out their engines, and replace them with something that sounds like a banshee on steroids. The very first fruit of their labor, the legendary BMW M1. This, my friends, was a game changer. A mid-engined, wedge-shaped beast that looked like it was doing 100 miles per hour just standing still. Chapter 6, Two Wheels, One Giant Leap. BMW's motorcycle ABS. Now, let's take a break from cars for a moment, shall we? Because in 1988, BMW did something truly groundbreaking. No, they didn't invent the catalytic converter or discover a new element. They put ABS on a motorcycle. I know, it doesn't sound that impressive, does it? But trust me, back then it was like putting a man on the moon. Before ABS, motorcycles were basically death traps on two wheels. One slightly damp patch of road and you were off, sliding down the tarmac faster than a greased weasel on a hot date. But BMW, in their infinite wisdom, decided that enough was enough. They developed the first anti-lock braking system for motorcycles, making riding infinitely safer. Chapter 7. The future is now BMW's iDrive system. The year 2001, the world had survived Y2K, Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake was still a thing, and BMW decided to revolutionize the way we interact with our cars. Enter the iDrive system. Now, I know what you're thinking. A rotary knob to control everything in the car sounds like a recipe for disaster, right? And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. The early iterations of iDrive were about as user-friendly as a rabid badger. But like a fine wine, or a really persistent computer virus, iDrive has evolved over the years. It's now one of the most intuitive and feature-rich infotainment systems on the market, allowing you to control everything from the navigation to the climate control with a simple twist of the wrist. Chapter 8. More than just ads. The BMW Films. Now, let's talk about something a little different, shall we? Because in the early 2000s, BMW decided to branch out into the world of filmmaking. But these weren't your average run-of-the-mill car commercials. Oh no, these were short films, directed by some of Hollywood's biggest names, and starring some of Hollywood's biggest stars. We're talking Guy Ritchie, Ang Lee, John Frankenheimer. We're talking Madonna, Clive Owen, Don Cheadle. These were mini-movies with budgets bigger than some countries' GDPs, all designed to showcase BMW's cars in all their glory. And you know what? It worked. The BMW films were a massive success, garnering critical acclaim and millions of views online. Chapter 9. Fuel of the Future. BMW's hydrogen gamble. Now, let's talk about the future, shall we? Because in 2006, BMW took a gamble. A big gamble. They decided to build a hydrogen-powered car. Now, hydrogen cars were all the rage back then. Everyone was talking about them, but no one was really building them. Except for BMW, of course. They unveiled the BMW Hydrogen 7, a luxury saloon that ran on nothing but hydrogen. It was a technological marvel, a glimpse into a future where cars didn't pollute the environment. But there was just one problem. Hydrogen was expensive to produce, difficult to store, and there was a distinct lack of infrastructure to support it. Chapter 10. When Art Met Machine, the BMW Art Cars. Now, let's end our little journey on a high note, shall we? Because since 1975, BMW has been doing something truly unique, something that perfectly encapsulates their blend of engineering excellence and artistic flair. They've been letting artists loose on their cars. That's right, folks. Every few years, BMW hands over the keys to a brand new car to a world-renowned artist and says, "Go wild." The result, the BMW Art Cars. From Alexander Calder's colourful livery on a BMW 3.0 CSL to Jeff Koons's vibrant pop art, BMW M3 GT2, these rolling works of art are a testament to BMW's commitment to pushing boundaries. They're not just cars, they're sculptures on wheels. They're statements of individuality, expressions of creativity, and, let's be honest, they're probably worth more than your house. Outro, the ultimate driving machine, BMW's legacy. So there you have it, folks, a whistle-stop tour through the history of BMW. From humble beginnings to automotive icons, they've certainly had an interesting ride. They've built everything from tiny cars to hydrogen-powered machines, and they've even let artists turn their cars into rolling masterpieces. So, next time you see a BMW on the road, give it a little nod of respect. Because behind that kidney grille lies a company with a rich history, a passion for innovation, and a healthy dose of German madness. Thanks for joining us on this journey through BMW's history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating automotive stories.